Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'll be showing you guys a foundation routine for how to cover your blemishes if you're a person with acne issues and acne scarring, um, and like blemishes and stuff. So please stay tuned for that, and you'll get to see how I achieved this look. Okay, so I'm starting off with my eyes and brows already done because if you guys can remember from the last video, I start with those two things first because I just feel like it's easier to blend everything underneath the foundation. But let us get into how I cover up my blemishes. I'm gonna say I'm not really vibing with my eyeshadow today, but it is what it is. The point of this video is to show you guys and hopefully teach you a few things about covering up blemishes under your foundation. Also, quick disclaimer, in South Africa right now we're having some lootings, so if you guys hear random people shouting, yeah, I'm like, it's calming down now, but like I'll just give you guys a quick disclaimer just in case you hear something. I mean, yeah, it's hectic here right now. Anyway, so first thing that I usually use is my Maybelline New York Fit Me concealer in the shade 40. So let me get myself a mirror, and I like to put this just literally all over my face. I'd say over your blemishes, but for me it's all over my face because my blemishes are all over my face. So yeah, just put a bunch on. And once you have it all over your face, what you want to do is like leave it on for a little while just so that it starts to like almost dry up. That way it will give you more of its full coverage qualities, if that makes sense. So just leave it on for a little while. Now the Maybelline concealer, it actually like dries up quite quickly because it's like super thick. So oops, made a mess. So yeah, like maybe leave it on for like 30 seconds to a minute and then try and blend it in. I think just to speed things up, I'm gonna use my eyeshadow palette. Okay, so it's been about 30 seconds ish, 45 seconds ish now. So I'm going to blend it in. So this is like a bit lighter, not even a bit, it's quite light for my complexion, but it works. Like I don't know the technical reason why like I chose to go with, actually I kind of do. So like, okay, weirdly enough, I don't know if everyone else is like this, but my body is lighter than my face. So this is actually quite like near or like close to how the rest of my body is. Maybe it's a bit lighter, but my body is like significantly lighter than my face. And I think that's just from the years of having acne and stuff like that. Maybe it's just some of the damage that has come from it. But the reason why I like starting light is that once I put on my foundation is it's just all gonna look seamless and it's all gonna look good. So that's why these lighter concealers kind of work for me to use as a base. So I'm just gonna keep blending that in. A light tapping motion. To kind of make sure that you're holding it light, keep your pinky up. That way, for sure, there's no way you can press too hard on your skin. Then I like to drag whatever excess is left on the beauty blender. Like to drag it down my neck. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can still see some of the blemishes. How we fix that is, so like you can get those orangish concealers that are meant for color correcting, but I'm on a student budget, so I don't have that. I could have gotten it years ago, but I just never set money aside for it because I just didn't feel a need, because I was already using some other things to color correct and it was working for me, so I never felt a need to use it. So what I use is one of these shades from my Essence Sour. I can't pronounce this. I'm not about to butcher it, but this Bangkok palette. So there is a. I'm trying to find a good brush to use. So there's this. Where the heck are the rest of my brushes? That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
So I'm using this reddish shade right here at the bottom. Doesn't have a name, so sorry about that. And then I just kind of go over all the spots that I think I can see. It's literally quite red. So with this eyeshadow, orange reddish eyeshadow that we're using right now, you're not putting it over everything that you can see, like over all the spots that you can see. You're putting it on the darkest ones, so like the ones that you feel like are most prominent. That's the one that you use. Like, I'm yet to find a good concealer that will literally cover everything up as soon as you like use it. I haven't found one yet. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my Fit Me Maybelline concealers, but like they don't cover everything up as well as they should, or as well as they could. I do know that the product is buildable, but like I don't want to have too many layers of products just, stacked up. So that's kind of why I go through these extents to try and cover up my spots. I'm looking hella crazy right now. It's all gonna be fixed. Just wait. You wait. So now I'm going to go in with my Elizabeth Arden cream foundation. I'm not quite sure what shade this is. Warm Pecan. So I'm going in with Warm Pecan. It's written right here. And this I like to use before I put on my foundation, just so that I know the red is all covered up and it's underneath something else, so I'm not going to have any worries about it showing through. So yeah, going in with a foundation brush. It's quite creamy and like thick. Now I could stop here and just make sure that everything is blended well and like clean up my eyeshadow, but this is a bit too matte for my liking, which is why I prefer for it to be under my foundation. Like, it is full coverage and it works really well, which is what I like about it when it comes to covering my spots. But I don't like how matte it is, so which is why I like to come in with my foundation, because it has more of like a skin like dewy, not necessarily dewy, let me not say dewy, but it has more like of a skin like finish, and it reminds me of what my natural skin is like, which is why I prefer to use this on top of the this foundation. So I'm gonna put it some of the product, put it right here. Yo, I'm running out of my products, you guys, and I'm really regretting like postponing it, because I kept postponing buying new products, but I'm a bit nervous now because of what our country is like right now. And I don't know, maybe some of the makeup has been looted. I don't even know when shops are normally gonna be open now. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm running out of products and it's making me very nervous, to say the least. So now I'm just gonna go in. You see, like, it's literally very similar. The only difference is the finish. So I prefer this finish more than the Elizabeth Arden one. By the way, I'm using my, where did I put it? My Yardley Stay Fast foundation in the shade Almond. Yep. So, oh. Alright, so the foundation is on, and because beauty blenders make everything better, I'm gonna take the excess foundation that is left on my hand, and then I'm just gonna start blending the foundation that is on my skin. And the reason why I go in with a beauty blender after I have used the brush is that the brush is good for, getting the foundation on your skin and like distributing it everywhere, but then this beauty blender is what will actually make it look good and like blend it well and give you a skin like seamless finish, because the brush can also sometimes become streaky. Just blend that into my hairline. The hairline I'm not like too concerned about, because when I contour, that is when it's gonna like blend well with my makeup. And then remember to drag that foundation down your neck. And also don't forget your ears. It's the saddest thing when your makeup looks bomb, but then your ears are just there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with concealer. Now when I use concealer to highlight, I usually go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 35, but because I'm trying to go for a more natural and skin-like look today, I'm gonna go with 40. It's still quite light, but it is darker than the 35, so that's why I prefer to use that. And then we'll just put it on all the highlighty points of your face. And if you don't know what that is, you go in right under your eye, and then same thing here. And then you want to bring it down your nose. On your forehead. And on like above your lip and on your chin. Okay, these are the highlighty points. I've seen people doing it on their cheeks, but that's usually after you contour and you feel like you need to have a bit more of a highlight going on. I was about to blend this out, but I just forgot. Like, I just remembered, Leave it on for a few minutes. This is like a new trend that I've been seeing on TikTok, and it literally works because I've tried it out, I think, the last 2 times that I've done my makeup. The last 2 or 3 times, and it actually works really well. So leave it for a few minutes to kind of dry up and settle. Then you start to blend it out, and this will give you a more controlled way of blending out your concealer, so it doesn't end up going everywhere, but it stays where you want it to actually be. So keep it on there for a little while, and while that happens, I'm gonna go in with, oh Jesus, I'm gonna go in with some contour. So when I contour, I like to use, again, I'm on a student budget, so I don't have the amount of money to be buying different concealers and like cream contours and things like that. So I use the same Essence eyeshadow palette, and I use this color right here. As you can see, it's quite dirty around it because I use it a lot for mainly concealer. So that's it right here. And then do this so that you can see the little, not little, but the tips of your cheeks, and you can see where to put it. And I like using this concealer, not concealer, this shade of brown, because it is not overly dark. It still looks good and like natural. And I like to start it right from the ear, right by the hairline, and then okay, don't worry, I'm still gonna blend it out. I'm just still placing the product everywhere. Before I finish that up, I think it's time for me to go in with my beauty blender, and then just look up so that you know you're packing it in right into the creases that are under your eyes, and then put it down. Look at how beautifully that concealer is laying now. You know, like had I blended it while it was like still wet and straight from the bottle, it would have went everywhere. Probably still would have looked good, but not this good. So I think you guys should definitely start implementing that trick that I also just started doing because I saw it on TikTok, and it works amazingly. Then I use the butt of my beauty blender because it still has my foundation on it, and then I use that to kind of even out the look and give it like a seamless blend and transition between the concealer and the foundation. Again, we're using the side, and then the butt of the beauty blender that still has a foundation to make sure that everything is blended well. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on with the concealer. Oh my gosh, not the concealer, the contour or bronzer, whatever you call it. Literally does the same thing. So again, I started by the ear. Sometimes I even go right behind the ear and I hit it right at the jaw, and then down. I have a little bit of a double chin, so contour that as well. Okay, and then forehead. This has been sitting for a while now, so I'm gonna like blend it upwards. And the reason why I'm blending it upwards is that you want to give your face a lift. So you don't want to, I mean, unless you want to go for like a more rounded face, then that's okay. You can kind of blend it down. but I prefer blending up because like I'm trying to look snatched. You know, I haven't lost my lockdown weight, so um yeah, I need to look snatched. And besides, I also have like high cheekbones as well, so it just kind of works for me to blend it upwards. Okay. So I'm doing like circular motions while I drag it up. If that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, just look at what I'm doing and it should explain itself. Okay. And again, a very light hand is good for makeup in general. Like, you don't want to press too hard when blending things. And the way to ensure that you're not blending too hard or just being too rough on your face is to at least have three fingers holding the brush, and then the rest, or like your pinky and your ring finger, are kind of just floating in the air. That's kind of how I ensure that my brush isn't too harsh or like rough on my face. So again, when you're contouring your forehead, bring it into your hairline. This is also why I kind of prefer to not do my baby hairs before doing my makeup. I prefer to do my baby hairs after. This is kind of why, because I like to put my concealer right in there. Oh my gosh, my concealer, my contour. What is going on? My contour. I like to blend my contour into my hairline. Bro. And it's winter right now in South Africa, and like my forehead has been so dry, and I don't know why. So, and like I'm not a setting spray kind of person, but I feel like setting spray would kind of remedy that. So maybe I should start investing in some setting spray, just so that when my makeup is done, my forehead isn't looking too rough. Like, it doesn't look rough right now, but I don't know what's gonna happen as the day goes on. So contour is done for the face. Then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush so I can contour my nose. Just making sure it's clean. And then nose contour. So I like to start the nose contour right by the brow, and then I drag it down the sides of your nose, right down. And this will kind of like slim down your nose. I mean, for me, I'm gonna say no, nose contour isn't compulsory. I just prefer to have it done. But it's not really a thing that's like make or break for makeup. For me, at least, I don't think it's a problem. I don't think people need to always have their nose contour done. But it is a preference, which is why I do it. It's like I don't feel like my makeup is complete if I haven't contoured my nose. But I have had times where I don't contour the nose because I just don't have time to do it. So I just do my makeup quickly and then I bounce. And I leave and go to wherever I need to be going to. Okay. So again, as I said, you want that concealer to go right. You want the contour to go right into your brow. Actually, I'm going to shoot myself the next time I say concealer instead of contour. What is going on? Okay, you want it to go into your brow. So I'm going to clean off the excess that's on this brush, just so that I can blend this contour. Okay, so that concealer, that contour has been blended. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. It has been blended well, but I'm going to go in with the butt of my beauty blender. Like, this is literally what you do after every step. Go in with the butt of your beauty blender, because it will still have your foundation, any remains of the foundation, and it's gonna make everything blend together seamlessly. So even if you feel like you've done a good job at blending whatever it is, still do it. Right, now, what have I not done? Blush. I have not blushed. So this is something that I never used to do either, but once I started doing it, I was like, why wasn't I doing this in the beginning? So I am using the same palette from Essence, and I'm using these two colors here. So it's the this color is the one that I was color correcting with, and then this one is just lighter, so it makes sure that this one isn't too dark when I'm blushing. But yeah, so I'm gonna mix them, dust off the excess. Ooh, almost dropped it. Dust off the excess, and then do that same face that you were doing when you were doing your contour, and then start off the blush from here. Do the same thing on the other side. I feel like the more weird faces you do when you do your makeup, the more bomb it's gonna come out. So again, I feel like I have more than enough blush right now when I'm looking in the mirror, but looking at the camera, it still seems quite light, but I'm just gonna leave it because I'm not trying to look crazy to the world. Also, give me a few minutes. I made the best smoothie, you guys. It's finished. Well, that sucks. Okay, so I have put on some blush. Now I'm going to do my lips and my hair off camera, and then I will come back and show you the final look. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. And yeah, I like it. I was at first really worried about my eyeshadow, but it's cute. I like it now. And just the look as a whole. I didn't put lashes on, I just did mascara because machine. And then also I just did basic lip liner and some concealer on my lips. I could use a bit more gloss, but I'm just gonna let it slide for now. And yeah, but anyway, for what you guys clicked on this video for, this is what my face looks like. As you can see, you can barely detect what my blemishes are like under the foundation. You can barely see them. So yeah, if you guys have blemishes like I do and just don't know how to cover them up for your makeup, do what I did and let me know what it's like. Tag me in any of your pictures or videos if you're also a YouTuber, and let me know how it works out for you. You don't necessarily have to use the same products that I use. You could maybe find some things that are similar and try to recreate what I did in terms of the steps of how to cover up your blemishes. But yeah, let me know if it works out for you, and I would really love to see that, because I'd feel really happy if I helped someone. So even if it's just one person, but yeah, it's looking really, really good. And as you can see, it's like blending with my neck, my hands as well. Like, just everything is looking good. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and also subscribe to my channel. Share this video with someone that you think it might help. That would be really, really helpful. And also tell them to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, cannot wait to be back with another video of, I don't know what, we'll see what the next trend is going to be. But Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this look in the comment section, and I will be responding to those. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Before I even go anywhere, I'm sorry. I killed it.